Hello, welcome everybody. Today I'm going to do something unique. I'm going to talk about a game I've been playing for a very long time. I've never ever recorded me playing this, and I've never done any videos for this either. But I'm going to make a guide, and then I'm going to talk about why I'm quitting, which is very strange. Like, why would I make a guide if I'm quitting? Well, I just wanted to let everybody know that what I experienced playing this game, and also explain why I'm quitting. So the game is Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. I have been playing it for a very long time, and here is my game right here. So as you can all tell, I've done most of my things with energy, and my account is massive. Now I do want to state one thing, which is very important, and I'm planning on keeping it, well, until I quit. I have never ever spent money on this game, and I can prove that, I think, with an achievement that I do not, there it is, make an in-game purchase. I think you only get this if you put money, which I have not, based off of, well, this achievement. So I don't know how old this account is. It's very old, actually. It is very old. It is I think you can tell from the Guild War battles. So it's 24,600. That means, based off of the mathematics, it's 12 battles each day, so 12 by 365, whatever the math for that is. You multiply, well, you divide that number by, hold on, I'll tell you all how much it is. It is 365 by 12 equals, and then you divide that number by this new number. So it is 24,600 divided by that. If I can click it. God damn it. No. 4, 3. Come on. Oh, that's not as much as I thought. Well, it says 5.5. I'm gonna say 6 years. I'm gonna say 6 years I've been playing this game. This is the top of account to expect at 6 years old. Is it actually that little? I didn't think it would be. Is it 12? Sorry, this is not the... Yeah, it is 12 battles. Holy shit. Really? Huh. Well, that's something new I learned about this account. Anyways. So this account is 6 years old roughly, and it's 12.6 million GP. Meaning it is really big. For the top of account it is. Of course it is because I am a pretty good player that this account is this massive. So I'm going to go through my daily routine. Well, the first thing I do is, which I have done the quest for today. Technically it would be best if I did the quests in the video, but because I'm quitting, I really don't care. I just do them. Basically, this is like my this is what I've done. Yeah, I've pretty much marked down all the progress. This is which character I've relicked each. I'll probably put a spreadsheet of like this document I made of which characters are relicking when, and hopefully that gives you like a good idea of how long everything was taking. And this is before I started marking down everything, so I roughly put everything here. They're probably not exactly the way I had done them, besides the late ones, but for the most part these characters were put down roughly when I relicked each one. So that's how I had planned them. And these ones are actually planned out. So this is basically how I relicked every single character. And how long it took. And as you can see, like, today I literally unlocked Honda and took him straight to Relic 5. I'm missing 2 Zetas. Probably not going to get them because I'm going to be quitting. But at least I can say I've got every single GL. So, up until now. Maybe more will come out. But so, how do I go about my daily basis? Well, I've got all my farms set up in, nodes, basically. And I'm not farming Bodhi, I'm farming his ship. That's why I've got him marked. And I go through whatever's light side, whatever's dark side, and work appropriately. And depending on if I'm farming a geo or not, I'm basically farm with the rest of my energy, which most of the time I don't even spend 50 crystals. Early game I was spending everything that was 50 crystals, 100 crystals on the canteen and the 50 for everything else. And now, right now, what I'm farming is this node, which no real purpose, it's just something because I've got kyrotech kinda, not really. It's still crunch, like I'm still missing kyrotech, I'm still missing signal data, missing there's a lot of things missing. Cantina, I'm not farming this guy, I've just got him marked. And ship nodes, this guy as well. So down here I've got characters that I'm currently modding. Usually I've got like, this is full, but because I haven't really given a damn lately, I'll just put him. And these guys all need remodding. This was a thing I put in lately to remod them. As you can see, like, these mods aren't that good for Yoda. They used to be, but no longer. He's got issues with his mods. These are supposed to be offense. These are supposed to be... what the hell are they supposed to be? Protection, I think. And these are supposed to be offense as well. So this is why I've got them for remodding. This is for territory battles. And down here is what I'm currently relicking. What I'm... actually, what the hell are you both here? See, I haven't given a damn about it lately. Basically, characters that need to get to gear 12 need to get all the gear 13 pieces, and the ones I'm relicking. He's supposed to be up there. Guess I'll do it for the sake of the video, eh? Hondo, the last geo. Yeah, that's about it. Here I've got all the, units for conquest, like the teams, which for this conquest they're going to be relevant. For the next one, it's changing them all again, which is very tedious. Which I'm going to talk about all the negatives of this game. These are the technically he's out. Yeah, this was because I've tried layovers job and it didn't work for me, and I've tried it a few times. And this is just a note to self: don't do that again. All my 3v3 and all my Grand Arena teams. Okay. And ships, basically everything's finished except for these two, which this one I'm going to talk about Leviathan a lot in this video, but 6 stars can still beat 7-star Leviathan. It's a lot harder. And I didn't bother taking it to 7 stars. That's basically it. Like, this has been slow farm. This has been 8 months. That the 80 shards are from 8 months. It's not like I've sped it up with crystals. Even though technically I'm out of crystals. Anything else? I do not think there is anything else. Oh, this is my Datacron farming. I did have more, but I really cannot be stuffed farming Datacrons. I think they're one of the worst things that's happened to this game. I'm not going to say it's the worst, but I'm going to say it is top 3. Top 3. And as for area units, by the way, compared to the previous era whatever, which I don't care, once again, this is so much worse. I do not know why these 3 were completely worthless. I mean, please tell me I've got 2 battles to spare. Yeah, I do. Okay, watch this. Watch this. I'm going to do just her a battle. See the percentage. I'm going to put it on order because I really don't give a damn. But you'll see. She's going to go to the 70%. When I put the others, they're going to do like nothing. You'll see it for yourself. Speaking of which, since we're looking at Colosseum right now, this is so terrible. I do not know why they put us to do this. It's like, why are you making your damn game more tedious than what it already is? Like, I have to sit here waiting for all of them to do their damage. It's like with the raids, which I'm going to get into that as well. Why are you putting yourself through this? Like, why do I have to sit here, wait for them to battle? And in most cases, I have to do manually, so I can get this unit to gear 12. It's like, why? Like, why? It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, 74. Okay, 74%. I've done 77. Let me put this other thing. I haven't tried this, by the way. They don't have a lead. Let's see how much they do. Now, I bet you anything they're not going to do like 10%. They're not going to do 10%. If they do, I'm going to be absolutely surprised. I mean, it's not looking good, boys. Oh, they might do 10%. I've not tried this, by the way. I just said 10 as a guess. It actually looks like it's... Oh, 11. Congratulations, you did 11%. 11% versus 74. How the hell did they think? Oh, let's release these 3 units, give them no lead, give them nothing basically, and free-to-play players are going to be fine. They're going to get through it just fine. You see the difference? Now they released this character, which, like, she wipes the floor with them. I mean, she did 60% more than what they could do together. Like, why the hell did you not just release her, the Dedra, whatever her name is, first, before the other 3? It's like, and then they have to address, oh, maybe we screwed up in Colosseum. No, you didn't maybe screw up. You've screwed up big time. In fact, the whole game mode, I think, is a big waste of time. I think it's terrible. Because it's tedious. It's very boring to sit here and put this on bloody order and watch this big, fat, whatever he is, go to town on my team. And he beats him. He always beats him. I mean, he's not the worst. The 2 tigers, oh man. Don't get me started on those bastards. Okay. Daily routine. I did my farms. The rest of the energy, I spend it on this node. If you're earlier, you tend to go on 7B. This is like the best node. For dark side, you probably go for the other kyrotech. And vice versa, you spend your guild currency on the kyrotech you're not farming. So if I'm farming 7B, I'll go and get the computers instead of the shock rods. If I'm farming the computers, I'm buying the shock rods from here. But in most cases you'll be buying shock rods because they are 2 to 1 in terms of the character's finisher piece. What I mean is, if we go here to my farming schedule, and basically if you look at how these characters are put, you'll realize that it makes no sense until you look at their finisher pieces. Their finisher pieces is basically the entire reason why they're ordered in this way. So for example, like Infest Nest, she's got this finisher piece with the, they are called computers, with the computers, with this injector. If you go and look at the next two, you'll realize it's shock rods. One is with this injector and the other is with this injector, and then I'll repeat the same pattern, and he's the other one. That's why you can't see him. Most likely, you know, I might have put but that's basically what I mean by 2 to 1. So you got two of the shock rod characters, one of the computer, and that's basically how I farm the entire thing. If you can go and have a look, there are some exceptions here and there. It might be a GL, might be an important character or whatever, but that was basically a strategy. And I'd relic 4 characters within 3 weeks. I'd gear them up to gear 12 in the first week, relic those same characters in the second week, and gear up the next 2, and then the third week I'll relic the last 2 characters. So I'll have 4 relics in 3 weeks, which most people do a relic a week, which is okay, but the way I do it is a lot better because it's more controlled and you manage your resources better. And the way I do it is by, like I said, the injector pieces are what matter most. It doesn't matter if they've got kyrotech or not, but I will say this, early on you ignore as much as you can kyrotech characters, hoard them up, and I mean you can see like over here there's like no kyrotech character. Maybe Chupi, I think is. Oh, and Luke. There's like no kyrotech. And then as you keep going, there's kyrotech here, kyrotech here. There's kyrotech here actually, and this was a difficult week. Kyrotech here, kyrotech. You start to slowly accumulate more and more kyrotech characters into your data. Like let's go here for example. You see there's 2 and there's 3 here. There might be 2 here, there might be 2 or 3 actually. It's more and more, and then towards the end it's just everyone's kyrotech basically. So that's how I've gotten this powerful throughout my time. It's managing your farm so that you get the best value out of it. Cantina energy I spend just on signal data. Some people have said when they put a new character in Cantina it's good. It's really bad actually. It's actually the worst, I'd say. Yeah, you get the character fast, so you sacrifice signal data. I wouldn't, like, don't be happy when you see characters go into the Cantina. Don't be happy. Mods, I literally, it's split. It depends on what I need. Most of the time I just get you know, these pieces. Sometimes these are out. Sometimes these are out for me. Rarely these also run out. I almost always have something for this, these two, both of them. This, and yeah, I think that's it. Well, I thought there was another piece. You mainly focus on these ones are a big pain. These ones are also painful sometimes. It's usually the mixed. I'm going to talk about mods in a second. Ship energy, I literally just get these. I do use ship energy a lot actually, even though I've still got 50 crystals on that. Those pieces are going to be painful to get later. That's why I'm saying use up as much as you can and get those pieces. Shipments, these pieces, 100%. Here, sometimes there's some good, like these, I'm actually going to pick up. And speaking of which, yeah, I used to use ally points on the data cards, but ever since they put those mod materials, I've just been picking up those instead. Anything else? I do not think I pick up. Rarely I buy stuff from here. Rarely, and it's never gear. It's more like signal data. But even that, because they introduced this pack. Where is it? Where is it? They remove it already. Pricks. They remove good packs very quickly. And the other good pack I'll buy from here is the 500 crystal relic pieces pack. And usually now I'm buying the Zimbarals from there, which I'm going to get to the issues soon. I am going to talk about that as well. From here, Omicrons, and usually I also buy these because I'll run out of these really quickly, but I'm not going to even bother right now because I've actually got some. I bought a lightspeed token. I think if you don't, so basically, if you look at all the characters I've got under gear 13, you'll realize, and it's not just these, it's these as well. And actually, no, what? That's the same thing. You'll realize none of these cost kyrotech. So that is basically why I'm going for this now. Because literally none of these cost kyrotech. I did have, I think, the armorer and one other, Omega. No, someone else. Someone else that was kyrotech, that costed kyrotech to get to gear 12. That I had not finished. I did use Carbonite Lightspeed tokens to get them to gear 12, so I can skip all the kyrotech. But now that I've got every single other character that's got kyrotech to gear 12, I'm buying this to just speed up the process on whatever I need. The latest I did was Bodhi. So he's out. Here I literally just only buy that. Yeah, that's basically it. Here it depends on what I need. I've accumulated many of these and I mistakenly have. Like I should be buying more, but I don't go on that frequently to catch the good deals. I'm going to get to you eventually. You are a big issue, but I'll get to you soon enough. These I almost always just spend on Zetas. Because there is literally nothing else to spend it on. There used to be something to spend it on, but I'm going to get to that. Not yet. Okay. One of the frustrating things. The good thing they did though is these you can buy with Mark 1 tokens, which thank God for that. But it's like they patched something, they put something good and then did something bad right next to it. I don't understand why they can't just do something good for the gamers out there. I buy what I need from here. I never buy. Okay, so basically these and these. Everything else I completely ignore. It depends on what I need and which character I'm going to relic. From here, what I need, once again, it's like this I need. As you can see, like Kaband, it's probably because I relicked Hondo, like I needed to get some. These as well. I mean, they're bookmarked, right? So it makes it easy. Make sure you bookmark what you need to farm, so it makes things easier. These are just the gear pieces. I've got too many of these. I don't spend them. That's why I don't spend. Prestige I never buy because I've got everything like unlocked, and this is probably enough for the next fleet that releases. So that's why I'm not even bothering. Just the gear pieces. Like you can buy this and whatever's here. Galactic War, always these three. Obviously, for newer players, you want to farm everything that's here. No question. Same goes with this. Here, I'm not too sure. It's basically maybe the older raid characters and whatever else you might need, but most likely no. It all depends on what you've got and what you don't have. Guild rate used to be kyrotech, now may a bit of everything. It depends. If I need to just grab something quickly, I just spend them on gear pieces. Rarely, like you see here, really rarely I might spend on like these, but that's almost never going to happen. I used to have like a crap ton of shop currency, but I don't anymore, and I usually just buy these three. That's it. Rarely I might buy something that I might need in a pinch. Same as that basically. Nothing. This completely ignore. And these, the Omicrons. I think that might be it. Yeah, just the Omicrons. That's for the shipments. I don't know why I said that like that. Shipments. Now, I'm not going to talk about strategies in Grand Arena and stuff. Like, Grand Arena has been a pain lately. That's basically it. I mean, if we look at my latest attack, I literally just attacked and gave up because this guy, I didn't even look at how much GP he had. Oh, he had less than, no, he has more than me. Never mind. I don't really care lately. Anything else? Oh, also the episode quests are a pain in the ass. Like, more things to do because we don't have enough apparently. All this I explained for like half an hour. Yeah. It's nothing. Plus TW is going on, which I'm not. Fuck that game mode as well. Fuck TB as well while we're at it, because very tedious. No order battles, nothing. It's very tiring. Plus Conquest, plus Grand Arena, plus Fleet Arena. I'm going to say this about Fleet Arena. This is the worst game mode. Now I'm going to actually open up about the negatives and why I'm quitting the game. There is also one other thing. Actually, I'm not going to even bother with that. There's some modding strategies I would like to share. I'll do it towards the end of the video if anyone's interested, but I'm just going to talk about the negatives. First one, Fleet Arena. Fuck this. I cannot stand Fleet Arena at all. I do not understand why they've not moved the crystals from this to TW. Like, I get it. There's the argument that you're relying on your guild rather than yourself. But I'll be honest. I prefer if this game mode, in my mind, didn't exist. It is such a pain to come here, pray to God that they don't time out. And by the way, you need to farm the new fleet every time it comes out, which thank God lately it's only been one, which is the Leviathan, but there's always changes. They do like one, they add like one ship and it changes the entire meta. I don't know how they do it. But I'll tell you how they do it. They make it extremely broken so that it might keep up. And with that, they cause a headache basically. Leviathan. Oh, the PTSD this ship has given me is unimaginable. Every time I say the word Leviathan, because I am writing a book currently, and I actually have to mention it because it's part of the story. This ship, I do not want to even look at Darth Revan anymore because of this ship. I do not understand why they have to keep buffing this thing. It is so broken. From day one, mind you. From day one. I don't care that people have mentioned all the bugs and everything that it had. It was broken from day one. This ship was the biggest mistake they've made. It is such a nightmare to even think about how this thing was early on. And I mean, right now it's like it's an even bigger nightmare because the only counter to it is your own Leviathan, which in a way is a good thing because that means I just bring my Leviathan on offense, so I don't have to give a damn. But it's like, well, then that means your fleet defense is going to be worthless. Which, just, like, why is this, like, if you look at all the ranks, actually, there is a guy, yeah, well, he's being pushed down a lot lately. It's just Leviathans, dude. It's like, why the hell can't we have diverse gameplay? It's literally the biggest, latest, fanciest thing you have to have, and you automatically win with it. No counterplay, nothing. By the way, speaking of fleets, they still have not fixed this bug with the scythe. Because I'm thinking of the scythe that used to counter the Leviathan. They still haven't fixed this bug with Leviathan, scythe. It's passive with the TIE Defender and the TIE Fighters, making them marked. Where is it? I can't even see it. They're marked. The mark doesn't work. Fix this bug. It's still not working. Like, unless they change the code to make it no, I don't think even on Executrix it works, does it? I might give it a go. I don't think it works on Executrix either. It doesn't work for anything. The mark doesn't apply. And that bug has frustrated me so badly because I've tried to use Chimera and it just doesn't work up against Negotiator or anything. Yet alone Leviathan, which they nerfed against it. Fleets, terrible. Like, oh my god. The PTSD I'm getting from this motherfucker. Worst of all, the difference between Executive Profundity and Leviathan is the fact that the other two, at least you can use early on without taking 7 stars. This thing, most of its kit is locked behind 7 stars. If I did not have Revan, the free Relic 10 they gave me, I'll put it onto Revan straight away. If I did not have this, I'd be getting no win fleets. Absolute no win. Not that I'm trying right now, but I'm just saying, if I didn't have that relic 10, I'm screwed. I've got nothing against everyone else's fleet. So the hope was, oh, they gave me relic 10, I'm putting it onto Revan, buying me some time until I get this thing to 7 stars, which I'm not going to spend crystals, by the way. And that was basically the entire plan for it. Next big downside. I already talked about Era and Colosseum. I think this is terrible. This game mode, if it got removed, I think most people would be happy. Just give us the characters to gear 12. Why do we have to work months to get these characters to gear 12? It's like, if you want us to get to the higher relics, just give us the damn characters. It's not that difficult. Maybe make the marquee event easier. I do like that they added Sims. I praise you for adding Sims, not just for this, for a lot of events that didn't have it. Good. Do that more, not less. Like, this should be, instead of putting shards down, put the gear down here and make it simmable, and also more accessible. Like, they did better by putting it here instead of going to events and pressing the marquee, but still not accessible enough. I don't know, there's something about the UI that I do not like, that I just don't want to click the damn character. Make it more incentivized. I don't know what else. I really don't know what else to do. Do something. By the way, Squad Arena is useless. Why does this game mode exist again? So what I'd say is make this sandbox. You know how people have been complaining about galactic challenges and them being removed instead of Colosseum? Do not bring galactic challenges back. I do not like galactic challenges either. I don't think most people, because most people do not remember how terrible they were. Because, I mean, I still remember, like, with the Gungans. Who remembers that? With the Gungan galactic challenges, where they were pushing the Gungan galactic challenges when nobody had Gungans. I remember that. I remember most stupid things they've done. I'm gonna get to Datacron soon. Make this sandbox. Nobody's fighting in it. Nobody cares about it. The currency for it is worthless. I mean, I've got this much, I'm not even spending it. Add something in the shop, maybe they'll incentivize people, but I wouldn't recommend it. I would just recommend making this sandbox something that you can test. Because right now you can't test. You go in here and it's just GLs. It's like, yeah, technically you can test, but you're not testing up against other teams. Just make this sandbox. Make it so that you can pick what team to put your team up against and test it. See if the counters work. It's like for Pokemon, the sandbox game mode is Showdown. Showdown is pretty good for it. Well, actually, no, it's not Showdown, it's the Showdown Calculator. Do something like that for this. It's worthless the way it is. It just exists right now. Conquest used to be better. So that's Galactic Challenge. What the hell am I doing? Used to be better. Now it's very tedious. You still can do it. You still can get max freight from, like, I've been getting max freight since 5 million GP. No, 6 million. I'm gonna say 6 million GP. It's not difficult. It's just annoying. Most of this game is not difficult. It's just annoying. Annoying that you have to do more to get less. What else do I get into here? I'm gonna talk about modding strategies in the end. The elephant in the room, Datacrons. They went back. They went back to being stupid. Why are we now forced to farm more of these? It used to be, there was a point in time where it was really good. They had reduced the relic requirements, thank God for that. And there wasn't these stupid bastard datacrons which are here. Then they added the error currency and all that shit. They added these guys here. And now all of a sudden the imbalance imploded. And there were some of these datacrons that were so busted. And I was forced to, I never bought any of these, ever. And I'm never going to buy any of these. There were some of these that were so broken that it shifted entire metagames. I mean, the Boba Fett crown was the more recent one, which it wasn't that strong, but it shifted metagames. You were seeing more Boba Fett teams than Jabba, and I was like, why? But stuff like that shouldn't be here. Like this all, I think they should just get rid of it. And I think even the datacrons, the way they've got it now, it's like you need like Relic 6 or something. Yeah, Relic 6. I'm not going to get a character to Relic 6. I'm not going to do that. Relic 5 was good. Relic 7 was terrible. Relic 6 is still terrible. It's not good. Because you gatekeeped. I will show you exactly why it's not good at Relic 6. It could have been fine. It could have been 5 if you hadn't fucked up the shop. I'm going to talk about that in a moment. Where's a Relic 5 character? You gatekeep by Electrium conductors. You don't get gatekeeped by Electrium conductors at Relic 4, and I'll prove it right now if I can find a Relic 4 character, which you probably don't have. Oh, by God's miracle, do I have a Relic 4 character? Probably not. It doesn't look like it. Relic 4, you're not gatekeeped by Electrium conductors. Oh, look at that, miracle. There you go. And the reason that's an issue, which by the way, now's the time to talk about it. I do not understand what the hell they were thinking making Zimbitals and Electrum conductors be bought with Mark II currency. Why the fuck would you change that? Keep it Mark III, my friend. These are worthless anyway. I'm not spending them anyway. I'm not getting Relic 8. I'm not getting Relic 9. I'm certainly not getting Relic 10 signal data. The only thing I'm buying is Zetas. Keep it at Mark III so I can buy them with the Zimbitals. I can use that currency to buy Zimbitals. Why the fuck would you change it to Mark II currency? Now I'm gatekeeped by Zimbitals and Electrium conductors. You wanted people to get higher relics, but now you're gatekeeping them. It's like... make up your mind. Make up your bloody mind. Now I have to... I'm still spending Mark II currency here. Because I literally cannot afford to spend it on the Zimbitals and Electrium conductors. So now you're gatekeeping people at Relic 5. It's like you moved up the threshold from like... Yeah, like... it's such a it's such a small change. But it's so stupid. It's so stupid. And nobody talked about this. Nobody talked about... I've not seen any videos talking about the fact that these are from Mark II currencies. These used to be Mark III currencies. And it was much better. Much better. At least I could buy something. Now I'm out of Zimbitals. I'm forced to buy them with the 500 crystal pack. Because I'm never going to spend Mark II currencies on this. Ever. Revert that change. I don't know what they were thinking. I really don't. It's such a... obvious thing. Yet they don't know. Unless they did it on purpose. Chances are they did it on purpose. Because they're just a greedy company. Now I'm going to talk about CG. They are extremely greedy. They basically give you scraps and they make major changes to make your life more difficult. And they sugarcoat it with whatever sprinkles they do. Like for example here. These, really good change. Mark 1 currencies. I can use Mark 1 currency to buy those. But, at the same time, I'm looking at it from a late game perspective. What about early to mid game? What do you do then? Because you are going to be out of normal gear. And you also need these. So you're kind of stuck in this middle ground situation again. And also, everyone's going to have this issue. So, at least like Mark 3 currency, you could use it somewhere. Now, you can only use it on Zetas. Back then, you could use it on, speaking of all these currencies, the raids. Oh my god. Oh my god. I cannot tell you how much I can't stand the raids. That's why I've not mentioned them thus far. It's I mentioned data crunch. I think that raids are worse. I cannot for the life of me stand raids at all. None of them. None of them. Not Naboo, not this one with the Empire, not the Great Dragon, not the Endor, not... They are so terrible. Revert to how the old raids used to work. Those were 100% better. And give currency. Just give the currency. Just give the currency. It doesn't matter if you participate or not. I don't want to participate. I don't give a stuff about raids. Just give the currency out. Because sitting there, manually clicking buttons, having to read entire text about how the raid works, how the kits work, how everything works in the raid. It is so damn tedious and boring. I don't want to sit there looking at what the fuck this stupid trooper. Look at this. I don't want to fucking sit down, read what all of these guys do, their unique kits, and how everything bloody works. I don't fucking care. I don't. Give me the damn rewards and let me move on. And this raid, unlike Naboo at the beginning was terrible. They fixed it later. Endor was the best one so far. Endor by far was the best one so far. And wasn't even close. Because you can just click auto and leave. Naboo at the beginning was terrible. And then they fixed it kind of. This one, if you click auto, you're screwed. You're getting nothing. Great Dragon, the same thing as well, which I hate that raid as well. I do not care about the visuals. You've done 100 different visuals for this game. I don't want to see more. It's a hero collector game. It's not supposed to be a graphical game. You're supposed to collect characters to use for... It's on a board technically, but you're seeing a battle. There is no, graphics. You're literally playing a board game. You're literally playing on this thing that you see here. And people don't... I don't think people have understood that. That you're literally playing on one of these. And the characters are like pixels. Like literally pixelated holograms of characters. There's no point in adding all these epic fight scenes and what. It's like it doesn't make sense in the grand scheme of things. Less is more. It is better for me to spend less time doing stuff, and at least I have the incentive that things won't take 1,000 years to be completed. I can spend money on the game to actually get the few things done quicker if I want to. But of course this game's full of microtransactions. There's like, you've got this in your face. I mean, it doesn't pop up, but it's there. I can see it. You got the new character, the new big thing, and blah 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 blah. You go into the shop, buy is deceiving. The crystal ones, which most of the time not even worth it. They used to be good actually at one point, and now I've never seen a good deal come out of them. Buy, more buy, but it deceives you, buy. And it's like, oh well, I guess I'm gonna throw this out. Like, there's no point. Do not ever buy any of these, by the way, or these. Frankly, most of these. I mean, go at your free will. I'm going to say a big fat no. I do have a second account. I'm not going to show it, but it was a pretty... Actually, I can show you technically. If I can find the account, it was this one. 104 days inactive. I'm still in the rhodium. How the hell am I in rhodium? It's a 5.3 million account. I think that's pretty impressive. No units, obviously. And this was the account, basically. Not a dime spent on this, by the way. 5.3 million rhodium. And it was mid-rhodium, actually. Maybe even higher. Rhodium 3 or 2 it was. Something like that. It was actually really powerful account. It was a really powerful... I mean, you can see by the GP and everything. And it was really efficient. I had to really... I wanted to make a farming guide, but I just didn't really care enough to do it. And that's actually the biggest issue of the game. Carelessness. I think most people that are playing nowadays are just playing on autopilot. They've lost interest. They are just there. I mean, probably for the same reason. I'm just here for my guild. I feel bad leaving my guild. And our GP decreased. Someone left. Someone left. I mean, I'm not surprised. Yeah. I'm not surprised. People are leaving non-stop. We're replacing them, but people are leaving. And the reason people are leaving is because this game, I believe, is finally dying. I think this game is not going to last much longer unless major changes are made. Because it has begun to become boring. I mean, let's look at my modding strategies alone. Okay. Sorry. How do I... Oh, I know. Look at the amount of filters I have for my mods. And I have to click, praying to get good speed mods. And these mods actually, there was a guy that made these, and they're really good actually. I made a few adjustments to them to make them more convenient. This, I have to do all this just to get good mods, and most of the time, out of like 400 mods, I get like 5 good ones. Not a good ratio. Mods have become more obsolete, but you can't really increase your speed any other way. So like, of which, by the way, Just to understand how many good characters I've got. Look at all these are sorted by speed. 296, 300. From BB8 and above, all these characters are 300 plus speed. That's how much investment I've done into modding, and I mean that's what's carried me throughout Grand Arena. Basically, those mods have carried me. But this is getting me into the next point. Really obviously, not really. Mods have become obsolete because for characters like Tuscan Chieftain, Spirit that I've got here, Revan's a big one. I think this one is a great example to show people. Relic Delta has made modding, even some Datacrons, not most of them, but mainly the stats of Datacrons, it's made most things obsolete. Because I can't beat the teams I used to with lower relics. I have to go big, and even if I go big, like the other great example I've got here, I'm gonna show her. If I can find her, which probably, there she is. My Relic 7 Bo-Katan team, because everyone's Relic 7 except Bo-Katan Kryze, which is Relic 5, cannot beat an Ahsoka Tano with Ezra, or clean up an Ahsoka with maybe one other character that's not Ezra. She can't even do that, dude. She used to be able to do that, but now she can't, because all Ahsokas are Relic 9. And because of Relic Delta and the damage reduction, I cannot defeat that team anymore. I have to sit there, put it on order, pray to God that they have enough time to kill her. Which, half the time they don't. And it's just right there that I lose on the spot, the Grand Arena. Because I don't have enough time. It's like they added Relic Delta. You know what they could do? Increase the time. But I think that's a terrible idea. I think they should just remove Relic Delta. Simple as that. It doesn't help anyone. It doesn't. It really doesn't. In fact, it makes you much dumber. That you have to put Geo up against Geo and pray that they kill each other. It's really stupid. It's really stupid. Speaking of which, there was Relic Delta and there was something else. Skill expression has gone down. Basically, even modding and making your characters perfect for certain scenarios has become obsolete. Taking that skill expression out of it as well is like, well, guess I'll farm Datacrons and pray that I get something good out of it, of which I don't have materials to farm. Well, that's gonna maybe solve the game and its issues and everything. Also, I pray to God they do not add like mods for ships. That will be nightmarish. Honestly, even my favorite character, I'm still waiting on a rework on him. Like many other characters have gotten reworks. He still hasn't. He's a very popular character. I don't understand why he's left here to rot, while the new stuff comes out and just thrashes him to the ground. Like, he's got his ship, that's basically it. My boy's been left here to, like, I mean, he's still got physical basic with special, like, characters like these, and basically any older character. I prefer reworks, but Omicrons are okay. They do sometimes. they rarely, and extremely rarely, might give an Omicron to an older character. Which I don't really see it, but... And it's not that great than a proper rework, because rework you can use it everywhere. Omicron's is specific for the game mode. I think there's a lot of issues. They need to fix some stuff. I mean, they did something good. Like Lightspeed tokens are good. They're good if you can get them and actually use them on characters. But most characters that you get Lightspeed tokens for are older characters that you've probably relicked. This is great for newer players, but for old, forget it. Like, basically, they're trying to get rid of older players that don't spend money, which they're doing a very good job at doing. But I don't know if they've understood, but domino effect does take place. I'm one of those players that's going to finally quit, and I've not spent a dime, and this is a proud achievement of mine, like that I've made this account this powerful and I've never spent anything on it. And it's basically like a middle finger to big corporate businesses that profit off of your frustration to make money. Those are my closing thoughts, and I hope that I don't have to make a negative video again. Although yeah, like, it's tough to overlook things. Some stuff like this game that I've been playing, even though it's not popular, even though it's probably not gonna get seen, I'm going to post this. Hopefully it helps out someone. Hopefully it gives some insight onto how most players think. Even though I don't resemble most players because of my cheapy, I do resemble you because I remember the struggles I had to go through to get to this point without spending a dime. I remember the kyrotech crunches. I remember the gear crunches. I remember the signal data crunches. I remember, like, I've got it recorded. Like, I've got down this this is detailed, and I've got the note, the text that has written all the details of how things work. I remember that Zeta crunches are a thing. Not as much as you'd think, because those are mainly for accounts that buy. Zetas haven't been much of an issue for me. Like, I've managed. But I remember, like, having to wait to get a GL and his ult. That was painful. I mean, right now I'm going through it again. I mean, I unlocked Honda today, so it's not like I expect, you know. Small, but then again, big shout out to Swiggo.gg. Amazing page if you want to play this game. You need it. It is mandatory. It gives you all the information that you need. Everything from guides to counters to stats to mods to everything. Like, get an account for that 100%. The EA store, I've not been using it much. I do have an account, but would I recommend it? No. Now, no. Back then, yeah. Now, no. Shout outs to basically every single guild leader. You are absolutely incredible. I think people don't understand how difficult it is to run a guild. I've not personally been a guild leader of a massive guild, but I see their struggles. I see what they have to do to maintain. And especially at a game like this where it's like slowly fading, the amount of effort I've seen people put in to making sure everything goes right is great. I could never do it. I really couldn't. And to all the officers as well, like the same thing. Trying to keep people coordinated, like, you know, target towards, even though we're not doing that great in TW, at least sometimes we put in the effort. But it's hard to put an effort in TW when you know the reward for it is not good. That's hence the crystals that I was talking about, Fleet Arena. In TB, we also stuff up, we make mistakes. And I personally believe that happens mainly because people are put off from this game. I think people are tired of it, and you know, getting that extra star isn't worth the effort. That's what people see, I think. I truly believe that it's unfortunate how we've become in this game, and that is why I'm making this video, because yeah, it's a form of expressing my frustration, but it's also a way to look back and see where we came from and how things have changed for the worse, and reflect on it to perhaps better the future. Because right now it is moot. The game feels empty, with it being full at the same time. It's full of stuff, but it's empty because it lacks soul. It's just another way to just do something. It's like a job, right? It is. Literally. You're basically doing tasks to get a reward, but those tasks are the same. There's nothing that changes. And most of the time, things just get added on with no real benefit. People take advantage of you as well. And it is boring. Most of all, it is boring. It is exactly like a job. It's literally a second job. Less time. But I mean, this is a video game, of which, by the way, it's a mobile game, that's what I wanted to talk about. The performance on mobile, it is abysmal. It is abysmal how terrible the performance on a mobile device is. Maybe it's my device. I don't think my phone's that bad. It's the A15, 14, 13. A13 Samsung. It's not a bad mobile. It should be playing this flawlessly. But the amount of timeouts I've had in battles in GAC and resulted me in a loss is crazy. It's a mobile game that's performing terrible on mobile. It's like, that doesn't even make sense. I've played games like Legends of Runeterra, which is fully graphical, by the way. There's animations and stuff. And it's playing flawlessly. No stutters, nothing. And then you play Swigo. Everything is slow. Everything. Which, yeah, another thing to point out is the animations of this game. The animations of this game. Okay. And I'm going to show you a great example here, because I just want people to understand. I'm going to get a newer character. I'm going to get, even with SOKR could work. Okay, I'm going to get a real old character. I want a really old character that's not been touched. Not being touched. Okay. Something like Spirit. Okay. I just want to show you this. I'm going to put this on 1x. Do you see the difference? What the hell is that? Do you see it? Do you see how slow the animation is? You're supposed to make animations. Look at how quickly Han's animation is. You're supposed to make animations for 1x. They are making it for 4x. And this is the result. And then you wonder why battles time out. It's because your animations are fucking slow. They are really slow. I mean, Asajj is an older character. Look how quickly that animation went. And then you look at SLKR, which, by the way, is quite a fair few years old. It is slow. And I reckon the newer characters, there's some that they fixed, like Bush Leia, because it was a double attack and took forever. But I don't know why they do that. Please make the animations for 1x. I don't think it's that big of a difference. And then it just speeds up for 4x. The animations need to be for 1x. That's the reason it's called 1x speed. It's literally speed, normal speed. And then 4 times it's sped up. They are making normal animations for 4x. And then you wonder why there's timeouts and stuff like that. And why the mobile device is also slow. Performance issues. Performance issues. They need to fix stuff like that. So, with that being said, that is all I have to say about this game and closing out from it. I am quitting, not today, but in a couple of weeks I am going to be finally ending it. I gave you my guide on what you can do with this game, and I gave you the reasons why you should not play this game. I really do hope that they see this video and understand what they have done wrong, but chances are they won't see this video and they won't know what they've done wrong, because in their mind it's not wrong, it's right, and it's for them to profit off of. That's why they've implemented these changes and these frustrations, to make people pissed off, those that don't spend on the game to leave, and those that do spend to continue playing the game. But I don't think they realized the player base is what made the game. Once players quit, I don't care how many people have spent, I don't care who's currently sitting on the game playing the spending, those people will quit too, because they have nobody to play against or play with. It is a chain reaction. It's a domino effect. Once one player base quits, the other will follow, and everything else will follow up after that till the eventual downfall, the crumble of the game. Please do not play this game. It can be addictive once you get the hang of it. It's nice to collect heroes of Star Wars and gear them up and make them strong, but that's it. I don't think I've got anything else to add for this game. I'm just hoping it improves. I think some people might find this helpful, but for those that don't, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed my rant. and my um, roller coaster of emotions. This is a great way to close out this game and this chapter. I'd say I've been playing it for 6 years, and I did take a massive break at one point. But and actually, mind you, because people don't know about this. Um, you remember the Revan versus Revan mirror matchups, the Jedi Knight Revan? The counter was to put Plo Koon onto your team, and he beat the Obi-Wan variant. Yeah, that counter I created, by the way. I'm taking credit for it. No, but you can find, there is a video out there that Arnold had posted my comment about this counter. I'm not taking full credit, obviously, but I was one of the people that did point that out. And I've made actually quite a fair few counters in this game. That haven't really, like, people didn't know was me. But I do like theory crafting, and that's one of the reasons why I'm quitting, because theory crafting is no longer part of this game. And so it's time for me to move on and go somewhere else. But yeah, hopefully stay tuned for the next videos. I'll see you later, Chads. Peace.